Welcome to another episode of the Recharge Podcast. The topic today is pain. And this might seem a little strange to be sharing this as we push deep into the holiday season of 2019, but through some stories and illustrations, I think you'll understand why this is such a powerful concept at this time of the year. A mentor of mine, I heard this concept this morning, and I just felt compelled to jump on and share a few thoughts with you. We all give and receive pain. It's just part of living. There's no way to go through life without inflicting pain on each other through actions or inactions or words or deeds. And we all receive pain. It's just part of living. We're all going to slide into the grave, beat up, scuffed up, and damaged in some sort or fashion. And as we get into the 2019 holiday season, many of us are stressed out and we're feeling some pain, whether that's an emotional pain or it's a loneliness or it's a physical pain. I recently had an opportunity to become a white belt again. I've been training the martial arts since high school. It's really changed the trajectory of my life and actually saved my life on more than one occasion, completely unrelated to fighting or anything like that. It's just the mindset and the strategy that martial arts teaches has allowed me to get out of some pretty hairy situations, including being in 120 feet of water at the bottom of a freshwater lake and a few incidents when I was flying in an aircraft. But that's beside the point. The stories that I want to illustrate are about some amazing people that I've encountered over the course of my life. I feel very fortunate to work with the military around the world, and I met a few gentlemen recently that really illustrate how one's concept and approach to dealing with pain is going to make all the difference. The first was I'll call him Frogman. He was part of the second or third Navy SEALs class, which wasn't called Navy SEALs back then. But anyways, this gentleman is advancing in years, but he is still a physical specimen despite a multitude of injuries, combat and otherwise related. I mean, the poor guy could barely lift his arms over his head, and his back is beat up. His joints have been beat up. He's had some knee surgeries. I'm not going to tell you his name, but the bottom line is that he still is active every single day despite the pain. Pain may guide him in some way, but it doesn't limit him. He climbs mountains, and although he can climb up, he can't descend because of his knee condition. So how does he get down? He paraglides, of all things. And I asked him what his orthopedic surgeon thought about that, and he sort of chuckled and said, "It's not going to stop me." But this man, despite all he's been through, numerous surgeries, joint problems, back problems, neck problems, he is still active, climbing mountains, putting himself at risk to some degree to live life on his terms to the fullest. And I was just so inspired after talking with this guy for a few hours that I knew that somehow I would have to share this story in another fashion. Another example is my father-in-law. He's knocking on 91 right now and still active, still golfing, still walking, still traveling. When he was I think 85, he water skied around the lake despite being on some blood thinners. I don't think he'll mind that I shared that story. I've shared that story many times before. And so here's somebody who, former military as well, aches and pains, bumps and bruises, joint problems, back problems, the normal stuff that comes with living into your 90s, and is still active, still out there, still pushing through despite pain. I recently had the opportunity to become a white belt again. For those of you who know me, I've been practicing martial arts since high school, and the concepts and the mindset has saved my life on more than one occasion, and it has nothing to do with fighting. It has to do with being able to focus and concentrate and get through very difficult situations, one at the bottom of the lake with a scuba malfunction and a few others that I won't share at this point in time. But pain can be your guide. Let it inform you. The avoidance of pain is purely to hide from life. It's the old, I don't know if this is a Native American or who coined this phrase, but you can't run from pain. It's like running from a wolf. It will chase you. You will never escape. It will conquer you and devour you. And by embracing pain, it can inform you. It can guide you. It can provide courage and pride and fuel your soul. And what I want to leave you with is, how are you going to let the pain and the challenges in your life inform you and shape you and push you in a different direction? Everything is an opportunity to learn, and it's how you apply those lessons and how you frame them, how you interpret them, that really makes all the difference in life. So the question is, where do you want to go in 2020? And how can pain be your guide and get you there? As I always, have a fantastic week. Be safe, be well. We'll talk to you soon.